guys, welcome back to another Create a Sim video. So today we are going to be making Wednesday Addams from the new TV show Wednesday, which is on Netflix. So basically, this series came out a couple days ago, and of course I wanted to make these guys as Sims. I've been wanting to make the Addams family as Sims for ages, and as soon as it was announced, and especially because it's General Ortega, I was like, I have to do this. So we are going to be making a Sim inspired by Wednesday today. So I was going to maybe do like all of the family. I was thinking about doing that, but like literally one of them is a hand. And aside from that, I haven't actually started the show yet. I think I'm gonna be watching it tonight, so the first episode. So I know that pretty much every single person has binged it, already watched it, but the thing is I'm watching it with my family and we just haven't had time to get around to watching it yet. So that is why I have yet to start it, but I am very excited to start watching it because I've heard that it's really good. And also it's General Ortega, who is literally the love of my life. Like, I can't explain how much I love General Ortega so much. Like, I've got my ghost face earrings on right now for Scream 5 and Scream 6 that she's in, and I just love her so much. And so obviously I wanted to make this sim. So this sim is inspired by Wednesday. I was originally trying to make her look like exactly the same as General Ortega, but I feel like it didn't really work out, so I ended up just going with more of an inspired look rather than the actual, you know, this is General Ortega as Wednesday Addams, because I don't feel like that's true. I don't feel like it looks that much like her, but I think that she's semi-similar, but that's why I'm just saying inspired, because I feel like otherwise people are going to be like, it doesn't look anything like her, and I'm like, I know, I swear I know. But yeah, so I think maybe if I watch the show and I'm like really enjoying it, I might make the family members as well. But like, I've been wanting to make the Addams Family Sims for so long because I watched like the one from the 90s back in the day with Christina Ricci, obviously, and I used to kind of look like her as a kid, low-key. Like, my family used to say that I look like her. I think we just have very similar eyes, and I don't know, I used to enjoy watching the Addams Family as a child, like as a kid. Obviously I wasn't born when the Addams Family original, the 90s one, came out, but alas, here we are. But because this show is it's obviously Tim Burton, and obviously it's like kind of like dark, I feel like this show, they could do like a really, I mean, imagine like a proper horror of Wednesday Addams or like the Addams Family. So as you can see in the Create a Sim now, so I'm not really actually talking about the sim, it's just that like, I don't know what to talk about really. Like, I haven't started the show. I've seen pretty much every single spoiler on TikTok, so that's fun and fresh. Just kidding, it's not. But the thing, I don't really mind spoilers that much, but it's kind of annoying that like TikTok does just tend to spoil everything. Like, every twist and turn, every character choices, everything has already been spoiled for me, which is okay, I don't mind, but it's a bit annoying because it was actually like the day that it came out and people were already making edits and spoilers, and I was like, okay, thanks guys, really appreciate that one. Like, it's fine, but like, you didn't have to, you know. But pretty much all of my For You page right now is the I'll dance, dance, dance with my hands. You know what I mean? Please say you know what I mean. I really hope you know what I mean. Otherwise that's really embarrassing. That's the thing, like, if you haven't actually seen the TikToks, you have no idea what I'm on about. But if you've seen the TikToks, you know. But I am low-key, well, not even low-key, I'm very obsessed with that scene. It is incredible and I love it so much. People are doing it so cool on TikTok and I'm so jealous because I could never do that. So obviously I just love General Ortega so much. Like, she is so gorgeous and she is just like so amazing. She seems so lovely and just like genuine, which I just love so much. So like, I just wanted to make the sim partially for Wednesday, the show coming out, but partially because I wanted to make a General Ortega sim at some point. I feel like because she is like, to me, she is so stunning, and I feel like I could not do her justice at all. Like, I feel like no matter what I try, like, I spent an hour making this sim, actually an hour and a half, 2 hours making the sim. So I spent 2 hours making the sim and it literally took me 2 hours to do just like the one outfit. Like, I don't even, it's because of the face. Like, I kept messing around with it. The thing that I find when I'm making sims is that you kind of have to, you can take the features of the original person, but I feel like you have to change them a bit, because I just feel like sims have to be, it's like a sim style, right? It's like a cartoonish style. It's like an art style. That's the way I see it anyways. So I don't see it as like a real life person in the Sims. I kind of see it as like a cartoon version of them, if that makes any sense. So I kind of had to, like, you have to sort of accentuate certain features and kind of like do certain things to make it look more like her, even though it probably doesn't look as much like her when you do that, if that makes sense. I feel like that doesn't make any sense, but anyways. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm giving her like a hair and stuff. So basically tomorrow, which is the 30th as I'm recording this, there's a hair coming out by Daylife Sims, who I use all the time, and they have the hair of Wednesday Addams that's going to be released, and it was early access, and I didn't realize that until I made this sim, and I was like, no, because basically the hair I ended up using was by Enrique, and it's a really cool hair. It's like actually perfect. It's inspired by Wednesday, obviously. However, it doesn't have the bangs, and it also doesn't have the right swatches because it uses like the old EA swatches, which have like that bluey black. So it is kind of frustrating to me that it's bluey black and not fully black. But once that hair comes out tomorrow, I'll definitely go back, and when I upload this into the gallery, I think I'll maybe do 2 versions, one with that hair, one with this hair. But I definitely want to use that hair on her because I feel like it'll make her look even more like her. So yeah, But anyways, so with the kind of like face and like the makeup and stuff, it was kind of difficult because I feel like a lot of the times with actors and just people in general, you look different, right? People look different. It depends on the lighting, which shadows are on their face, like how they're looking. Like a lot of the time she looks like this, that if you can see that, you know what I mean? And she kind of like looks very like, you know, and I love how she doesn't blink as well, but that's a whole different thing anyways. But you can't really do that in Sims, obviously. Like your Sims are always just looking straight ahead at you. They're not really looking like that. And also like a lot of the different things I was looking at, the different screenshots, they all had different lighting and stuff. So it's very difficult to make Sims that are based on real people, in my opinion. So I tried my best, but that's why I've kind of just gone more of an inspired than an actual one, because I was being too much of a perfectionist about it, and it was kind of driving me mad because it just wasn't looking like her. And I was like it was kind of getting to the point where I was kind of just like giving up, and it was making me sad that I couldn't do it. So I ended up just thinking, you know what, it doesn't matter if it doesn't look exactly like her. It's a Sim, you know. It's a Sim, it's not that deep. But yeah, so I definitely struggled a bit with her face and stuff. And then as for the outfit, I went with this one. I'll put it on the screen now, but it is like the one in like the promo pictures, and it is basically like this long like black and white polka dotted dress, and it has like a collar and then like some arm and wrist cuff thingies. But I couldn't get the exact dress in The Sims. I did have like an actual Wednesday one that's by Cent8, but it is like a shorter one. I think it's more inspired by like the original Wednesday Addams from the, well, not the original, I think it's more inspired by the 90s Wednesday Addams than like this Wednesday Addams, obviously. So it was a bit of a different dress. I kind of wanted to go with this one with the polka dots on it. So I did end up using this one. It's not exactly right, but somehow I have an accessory collar. Like I don't know where I got this from, but I'm so glad I had it because I managed to use this accessory collar around the neck, and it just, obviously it's around the neck. I don't know why I always specify. Like, you know where a collar is placed. Anyways, I use this accessory collar and I think it looks perfect, and I think this dress turned out pretty good. I mean, it's not, obviously it's not quite right, but I gave like the tights and stuff. I also did shrink her down at some point because Jenna Ortega is like 5'2". So I find it really weird because I'm taller than that. I don't really say my height anywhere for some reason, but it's like this whole joke. But I am taller than 5'2". I feel like it's weird that like if I met her in real life, she'd be shorter than me. Like, I don't know why that's just weird. I don't know. It's not weird. It's just like, I just don't think about heights very often. But anyways, I kept basically, after this creation was done, I kept changing up her features. Like the final result on this, and even the ones in the screenshots, I still changed up after. So like the one on the gallery will be a little bit different because I kept changing up her features. I darkened her skin tone slightly and just like messed around with the features a little bit more. I also gave her completely black eyes as well because I asked my dad like features, like if I should change anything to make it look more like her, and the first thing he said was darken the eyes to be like fully black, and I think it made such a difference. I don't think you can actually see it in the creator sim, but I think on the thumbnail it is that, so you'll be able to see it there. With the second outfit, I went with obviously the dance scene dress. So the dance scene dress is honestly iconic. I feel like some of those scenes that just go down as like one of the iconic scenes, you know, like dancing scenes, like kind of like Pulp Fiction and stuff. I feel like maybe not quite iconic as that, but like same kind of vibe, you know. But I couldn't get the exact dress obviously, so I went with one that's like floor length and it's got like laciness on it. I felt like it was the closest I could kind of get with still kind of in keeping the same sort of vibes, like the puffy sleeves and stuff. So it's not identical, but I think it looks kind of like her, and I actually feel like that outfit somehow looks more like her because of the hair. I don't know why, but hair being up feels more Jenna Ortega. I don't know. Anyways, I also gave her the traits of Chief of Mischief for aspiration and Genius and Evil. I don't know if she's technically evil, but she does have murder on her mind at all times, you know, homicide and whatever. So I thought Evil would be the closest, but I don't know. Anyways, I really should rewatch the original Addams Family, you know. It's been so many years since I watched it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this sim. There'll be a full CC list in the description down below, and she'll also be put on the gallery if you want to download her for yourself. Remember to like and subscribe to everyone, and I'll see you guys in the video. I love you guys. Bye.